Everybody, and welcome back to Heroes of the Golden Age. No, we were going to come on back a few days ago with a new episode to finish off the round twos with Flash Gordon, but with the holiday and a few other things coming up that we can't mention just yet, but be announcing soon, we had a little bit of a delay in getting back to this. But here we are, ready to head back to the planet Mongo and see what Ming the Merciless and his minions have in store for Flash and friends. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's dig in.
Presenting the amazing interplanetary adventures of Flash Gordon. These thrilling adventures come to you as they are pictured each Sunday in the Comic Weekly, the world's greatest pictorial supplement of humor and adventure. The Comic Weekly, now printed in 32 tabloid-sized pages, each page in full 4 colors, is distributed everywhere as an integral part of your Hearst Sunday newspaper. For the benefit of those who may not have heard the earlier episodes, let us explain that Flash Gordon, the internationally famous American athlete, and Dale Arden, his beautiful American sweetheart, and Dr. Zarkov, the well-known scientist, were thrown onto the new planet Mongo when their experimental rocket ship crashed. After a series of adventures with the Emperor, Ming the Merciless, and his beautiful daughter Aura, who fell deeply in love with Flash, the two Americans, together with Dr. Zarkov, soon Prince of the Lion Men, and Prince Baron, were sentenced to the prison city of the Hawkmen. There the men were tortured, while King Voltan, mighty ruler of the Hawkmen, made plans to marry Dale. Flash and his companions escaped from the torture chambers, and Flash found Dale in time to save her from the marriage. But they were trapped by soldiers and again fell into Voltan's hands. Then there was a terrible rumbling sound. The floor started to tip, the walls began to crack open, and the lights went out. Now we continue the story. In the crumbling palace of Voltan, amid the shouts of the disorganized guards, Flash and Dale break away, but the mighty king flies into the air and, hurling himself on Flash, drags him to the floor and prepares to execute him by his own hand. Meanwhile, Dr. Zarkov and Prince Baron are rushing toward the throne room.
My scheme works, Baron. Now to drive our bargain with Voltan if we are not too late.
The light beams diffusing at the present rate, friend Zarkov. The city will remain in midair only for another half hour.
If Voltan will listen to us, there is enough time. But we must not waste a minute. Here we are at the throne room.
Look, Voltan has his sword at Flash Gordon's throat.
Stop! Stop! Wait!
Hey, who dares give me orders?
I do. I can save your city. But if you harm Flash Gordon, I'll doom this city and all of you Hawkmen to destruction.
But all my radium's gone. You destroyed that yourselves. How can you save us?
Since Baron and I have been experimenting with other atom rays.
Experimenting. Enough of this. I should have killed Flash Gordon but for your arrival and bluff. Now I shall finish the job.
Oh, Flash, my darling.
Be brave, Dale. This big windbag is bluffing now.
Bluffing, am I? I'll show you.
Listen to us, you fat fool. Your city will remain suspended. Only 20 minutes more. There is no time to waste.
What do you think you can do to save the city, you wizard?
We have found a way to make new light beams to hold the city safely suspended in the air.
What kind of trick is this?
It's no trick.
Then let us see what you propose to do. But what?
I will save your city on one condition.
You know when to drive a bargain, old wizard of the earth. Very well. Flash Gordon shall go free if you save my city.
You must also free Dale and Zarkov and Baron.
Absolutely.
Be quick, Voltan. The precious minutes are flying. Give us your answer.
I'll pardon you all if my city is saved.
Good. Then follow me.
Where are you going to take us?
Into this private elevator first.
Where are we going, Dr. Zarkov?
Baron and I discovered a room under the Hall of Atom Furnaces which had been stored with scientific apparatus. With the help of slaves, we constructed my newest invention, the Dimtui Baron.
Yes, we did, friend Zarkov. I only hope this bull-headed monarch hasn't delayed us too long with this arguing. There isn't much time left to save the city.
We're tipping over. How much further do we have to descend?
We will be below the foundation in a moment.
What is this remarkable discovery, wizard of the earth?
You shall see. You shall see.
We're here. Hurry out, everyone. Hold fast to my hand, Dale.
Oh, Flash, do you think Dr. Zarkov will be able to save us?
I know he'll do his best.
There is my invention.
What is that mass of tubes and wires?
This electrical machine is an atomic light solidifier.
It will strengthen the beam?
Yes. Keep everybody back, Baron. I must have room to work.
Stand back, everybody.
Baron, Do you think this machine will work?
Quiet. Professor Zarkov is throwing the switch.
What is that weird bluish light?
The new rays made by the atoms, Dale.
Why, the city seems to be getting back on an even keel.
By Tao, so it is.
How is it working, friend Zarkov?
Splendid so far. The light beams supporting the city are becoming stronger and stronger.
Then the city is saved.
The city is saved.
By Tao, he's done it. All of you are free.
My Dale, you're crying.
I'm so happy we're saved.
Zarkov, come here.
He said he could do it, and he did.
Yes, King Vultan, you summon me?
Zarkov, you shall be my head scientist.
Vultan, this is more than I expect. I am grateful, deeply grateful, and appreciative of the honor.
Flash and Dale,
Yes, Impressive Majesty.
What is it, King Vultan?
as proof of our future friendship, I shall give you a royal wedding tomorrow. And tonight, we shall have a banquet to celebrate it.
Having a good time, Dale?
Wonderful time, Flash. It hardly seems possible that we should be married tomorrow. I don't dare believe it until we are actually being married.
You mustn't feel that way, Dale. It's just nerves.
Well, my friend, tomorrow will be the big day.
I'm not so sure.
Dale is just worrying about nothing, Baron.
It's almost tomorrow, Dale. What can happen now?
During the excitement of the threatened destruction of the city, the Princess Aura disappeared.
Oh, is that all that worries you? I should think you'd be glad she's not here. I am.
Well, lovebirds, are you enjoying yourselves?
Oh, yes. Thank you, Impressive Majesty.
Majesty! Majesty!
Eh? What is it?
The air fleet of Ming the Merciless is approaching the city.
Oh, this means trouble.
What did I tell you? There'll be no wedding for us tomorrow.
We'll die fighting.
No, Vulcan. Let us take our chances on escaping. Give us a rocket ship.
No use, lads. They were damaged when the city tilted.
His Universal Majesty, Emperor of Mongo, Ming the Merciless.
And Princess Aura, now there will be trouble.
Steady, Dale, darling. There'll be a way out of this.
Greeting and welcome, Emperor Ming.
So, Vulcan, you have become friends with the prisoners. Turn over this Earthman to my torturers, and to me deliver my promised bride, Dale Arden. I command it.
No, Father. You promised Flash Gordon to me as my share of the spoils.
Hold, Ming. By the ancient laws of Mongo, by the sacred laws of the great Tao, who is all wise, I call for a tournament of death.
A tournament, and this fellow Flash Gordon would enter?
Yes.
Fine sport. A tournament, and all the planet will see him fail and die. So be it.
Between four mountains nestles a mammoth bowl-shaped arena, toward which most of Mongo pours in never-ending streams. It is the day of the start of the Tournament of Death, in which all of the contestants but one will meet death. And Flash Gordon is going to enter. He and Dale occupy seats of honor in Voltan's box. Princess Aura enters the arena on a golden throne carried by 6 blue dragon men. Here comes Aura in all her glory.
He's wild, treacherous, and cruel. That's my boy. He's a beauty.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Here comes Ugrid, king of the lion men.
Dragon men are frightened by the lions. They've dropped the princess.
Oh, stay where you are, my boy. Prince Baron is already picking her up.
She seems to be smiling at him. I wonder what he is saying.
Prince Baron, you have saved my life. Why did you do it after the way I treated you?
Because, my princess, you are a woman, a beautiful woman, and I can no longer deny the fact that I love you.
But whatever it is he's saying, I wish he'd get interested in somebody else and leave you alone, Flash.
The tournament is about to begin, Flash. There's your horse. Here, take this sword, my boy. It's the one with which I became king of the Hawkmen. Take it and justify my faith in you.
And my faith, too.
Thanks, darling. And thank you, Bolton. I'll do my best.
In another box, Prince Baron reaches a decision.
Zarkov, I'm going to enter the tournament, win back my kingdom, and Ming's daughter, Princess Aura, for my bride.
Do not be a fool, Prince Baron. Why run the risk of being killed?
Wish me luck, my friend. I go to do battle.
It's a battle royal with every horseman for himself. As the fight rages around him, Flash is beset by two yellow guardsmen. He vanquishes one, and as he is attacked by the other, he falls from his horse. Before the yellow man can drive home a death thrust, a masked fighter saves Flash, and the first great test of the Tournament of Death ends. A banquet is held for the survivors.
Are you sure you're all right, Flash?
Why, of course, Dale.
If it hadn't been for that masked fighter, you would be dead now. Oh, why did you enter this horrible tournament?
To win freedom, a kingdom, and what's more important, you.
My dear. Look, the masked fighter is with Princess Aura.
Ah, the masked champion. Are you a criminal fearing arrest or a noble fearing recognition?
Blue blood, or red, my lady. It will flow in the arena just as freely. For your amusement.
Here, wear this scarf as a token, but do not stain it with your blood.
Fair lady, a kiss from your gorgeous lips, and I would face the legions of Tau.
Insolent one. I'll have you tortured.
Who can punish the living dead of the tournament? Goodbye, you beautiful devil. I go to fight for your hand.
That masked champion. I swear I know his voice. The call has sounded. I must go back to the fight. Goodbye, Dale.
Goodbye, and good luck, my darling. Oh, King Wotan, when will this awful tourney end?
I know it seems horrible to you, little bird, but it is better that Flash should die honorably in the field of battle than at the hands of Ming's torturers. If he wins this final event, he will be a king, and you will be his queen.
The trumpets blow and the last contestants line up. 2 by 2, they mount the sky rope stretched over a flaming pool to joust with swords. And one after another, they are eliminated by death. Finally, only Flash Gordon and the masked champion are left. Flash loses his balance and falls down toward the flaming pool, but his hands catch hold of the rope and he hangs on. The masked champion, thrown off balance, also falls, but saves himself by grasping Flash Gordon's leg. His mask falls off, revealing Prince Baron. The crowd demands that both men shall live, and they are brought before Voltan and Ming the Merciless.
None of your trickery, Ming. Proclaim them both kings.
So be it. But I shall choose their kingdoms. To Prince Barin and my daughter Aura, I give the kingdom of the forest. To Flash Gordon and the Earth Girl, I give the kingdom of the cave.
You fiend. You know neither kingdom has been conquered.
True, Voltan, but these are brave men. Let them try. They can hold their weddings in their own kingdoms if they live that long.
What will happen to Flash Gordon when he attempts to rule over the unconquered kingdom of the caves? You'll know next week at the same time when he'll be back with another chapter of the amazing interplanetary adventures of Flash Gordon. And by the way, what is your favorite picture featured? Bringing Up Father, Skippy, the Katzenjammer Kids, The Little King, Mickey Mouse? Or if you like thrills, then Ace Drummond or Jungle Jim, Radio Patrol or Red Barry. But no matter whatever your favorite, you'll find it next Sunday in the big 32-page comic weekly, along with Toots and Casper, Tilly the Toiler, Little Annie Rooney, Tim Tyler's Luck, and many others. For the big 32-page comic weekly brings you each Sunday the funniest merrymakers and the most daring adventurers in the world of pictures. Be sure to get your copy of the comic weekly next Sunday with your Hearst Sunday newspaper. and listen for the amazing interplanetary adventures of Flash Gordon next week on this station.
All right, now that was pretty cool. You got to admit, they worked together and they fooled Ming. They pulled the wool over his eyes and they managed to pull it off. All right, way to go, Baron and Flash. So, now we've got Flash with his own kingdom, which sounds a lot better than it is, considering it's an unconquered kingdom, and he's gonna have to go take it pretty much over if he wants to have it. But what's the harm in taking a little kingdom underground? Let's find out.
Presenting the amazing interplanetary adventures of Flash Gordon. These thrilling adventures come to you as they are pictured each Sunday in the Comic Weekly, the world's greatest pictorial supplement of humor and adventure. The Big Comic Weekly, each page printed in full colors, is distributed everywhere as an integral part of your Hearst Sunday newspaper. For the benefit of those who may not have heard the earlier episodes, Flash Gordon and Dale Arden were thrown onto the new planet Mongo. The two Americans were sent to the prison city of the Hawkmen. In a tournament of death, Flash Gordon wins the unconquered kingdom of the caves and sets out to subdue his domain. We now follow Flash Gordon in his conquest of the kingdom of the caves. Having picked up a company of King Voltan's Hawkmen, the huge rocket ship bearing Flash and Dale to their new kingdom heads for the yawning mouth of Kira, the wild and forbidding cave world. Following Ming's map and instructions, Captain Khan steers a course for the stronghold of Zug, chief of the cavemen. The ship leaves the gloom of the first cave and enters another, colossal in size and brilliantly lighted. They land and get out of the rocket ship.
Well, Dale, we're here.
What a huge cave. And look at all those little holes in the side.
Those must be the dwellings of my subjects. Khan, is all my kingdom like this?
I've never been inside before, Your Majesty. Nobody has ever explored this strange underground world.
Look, men are coming out of those holes in the cliff. And what fierce-looking men.
That powerful-looking red-headed giant must be their leader.
We'll break the news to him, Your Majesty.
Me, Zeus. Me, chief here. Why you come, huh?
Bend your knee, O red-haired one. This is King Flash the First, ruler of Kira, the cave world. By order of Ming the Merciless, Emperor of Mongo.
No, king. Me, chief. Me, kill him.
Look out, Flash.
Drop that stone axe, you fool.
Yeah.
This is a ray pistol which can dissolve you into pieces.
Wait, Khan. I'll not rule any man I can't beat in fair combat.
You stronger. You, king.
Thanks, Zug. I'll make you my right-hand man.
Run for your lives. He comes, eater of men.
What's the matter?
Big lizard monster, eat men. Run for your lives.
Khan, give me my signal gun. If that thing gets close enough, I'll shoot it.
No, shoot him, Flash.
Here goes. Good work, Your Majesty. You have blinded him.
There he goes. I don't think you'll ever be bothered by him again, Zug.
Oh, king. Me and my pride fight for you, always.
Fine. With the cavemen and the hawkmen, I'll conquer my kingdom.
Flash Gordon leads his army of cliffmen and hawkmen into the immense caves which make up his kingdom. After progressing for a long time without seeing a living thing, he decides to take Dale and go on a scouting expedition. Walking through a cave of terrifying beauty, the two Americans are suddenly surprised by a band of lizard men. They drop from all sides, hurling stones. Flash is knocked out, and Dale's signal gun shrieks its siren as she fires bolt after bolt at the charging man-beast. Back on the plain, Captain Khan and Zug leap to their feet as the wailing of Dale's signal gun reaches their ears. With the dashing, fearless Captain Khan at their head, the squad of hawkmen come to the rescue.
Dale! What has happened to His Majesty?
Lizard men, they attacked us and knocked Flash out. I fought them off, but they took Flash and escaped through that crevice.
It's blocked with a huge stone. Men, swing that quick-firing gun into position. There. This way, Dale. Let us find His Majesty.
Look! Blood.
That means King Flash came this way. Lizard men don't bleed.
This passage seems blocked up.
We'll have to use the nitro gun.
Wait. Let me squeeze through that opening.
Right. How is it, Dale? Can you see the end?
Not yet.
Now?
I'm stuck, but I can see light ahead.
Dale?
Flash, darling, you're alive. I'm so glad.
They'll have to get the cannon. I can't budge this stone.
Can you reach my signal gun?
Yes, I got it. Thanks, Dale. Quiet. Here come the lizard men after me.
In the meantime, in the castle of Azora, the witch queen of the blue magic men, Saul, the chief magician, calls the queen's attention to something he sees in the magic glass.
Look, O Queen,
Strangers to my cave.
fighting with the lizard men. See, they have blown down the stone and have conquered their opponents. They are free. They are coming this way.
What a handsome blonde leader. Tall, we must go to welcome him.
What's that, Khan? Why, the earth is trembling. The walls are shaking.
Look, the soldiers and Brooke and the cavemen.
They're buried under an avalanche of stone. That weird light. What does it mean? Look, in the midst of the lurid flames. A woman!
Greetings, strangers.
Who are you?
Bend the knee, O strangers. You are face to face with Azora, queen of the blue magic men.
A queen?
I am King Flash. I bend my knee to no one, man or woman.
So, make him bow to me, Tall.
Poison gas. She's strangling us.
Flash, darling.
Dale. Don't worry, Dale.
Your spell is on them, O queen. See, they sink to the ground unconscious from the sleep gas. Yours is the power to bring them back, God.
The fool. He thinks he can pit his muscle against sleep gas. Have them carried to the gravity sled. We return to the castle.
Well, Queen Azora, here are the three strangers laid out before you, still in deep slumber, from which only you have the power to bring them back. What is your pleasure?
Ah, he is so handsome, so big and strong. Tall, use the pull motor. Bring this one back to life.
There. His eyelids quiver. A shudder runs through his body. The blonde youth is coming back to us.
Don't worry, Dale. I'm with you. Where am I? Oh, it's you.
Yes. Are you so displeased with my appearance? Am I not beautiful to look upon?
Dale.
Save your breath. He cannot hear you. He cannot answer you. He is dead.
No. Dale. You witch. You killed her.
Yes, I killed her.
You stand there and admit it. Why, I'll...
Stop. I killed her as I killed you and your other companion. And I can bring her back as I brought you back to life.
Then do it. At once.
You are young and full of life. It would be a pity to put such a fine specimen of manhood to death.
What are you talking about?
One of you must die. Which shall it be? You or the girl?
You know there's only one answer to that.
Ah, the brave youth wishes to make the supreme sacrifice. Very noble, but very foolish. I've changed my mind. You shall live for me.
And Dale? What will happen to her?
If you promise to obey me forever, I will bring her back to life.
Then I agree to your terms.
Shall we seal our bargain with a drink?
Very well.
Carl?
Here it is, O queen.
Take this cup, stranger. Drink to our love, fair-haired youth.
You drugged me.
Yes, And now you are truly mine forever.
I can't seem to remember. What am I? Who are you? And who am I?
Ah, do not worry, my soldier prince. I am your queen, Azura.
Azura? Queer, I can't remember who I am. I had something to do. I had to save somebody.
Sit back and relax.
I must have been struck on the head during a battle. Forgive me for being so foggy.
Oh, you are forgiven, my prince. Come with me.
My mind is a blank as to my past.
You mean you have forgotten everything? Even our love?
All I know is that you are the most gorgeous woman I have ever seen.
Ah, that is what I have been waiting to hear you say. Listen, my handsome prince. I wish to test you. Look at those two figures suspended there. Do you know them?
A man and a girl. Beautiful girl, too. I never saw them before in my life. Should I recognize them? Have I ever met them?
One more test. Charles the pulmotor, bring that man back to life.
He is coming back, O Queen.
Flash. Your Majesty. Where is Dale? Dale? Your Majesty? What are you talking about?
You must be ill, Your Majesty. Don't you know me? Khan of the Hawkman.
Azura, what's the man raving about?
He is a war prisoner of ours, crazy from wounds.
Oh, then I quite understand. I forgive him.
I am glad you are loyal to me, my prince.
I always will be, my beautiful queen.
Flash, listen to me.
Quiet. Lie back, you.
I warn you, it will take 1,000 magic men to keep me in chains.
I think not. Guard! Bind him with the electric manacles. Silence, dogs. I warn you, if you disobey, these manacles will become red hot and steal you to the bone. Take him to the kitchen.
Oh, you got Flash!
And now for the girl.
Flash, where are you?
You shall see him. Get up. Come this way.
Where am I?
You are in the palace of Azura, queen of the magic men. When I draw these curtains, you shall see your lover in the arms of his queen, Azura.
Oh, Flash, how could you?
Listen.
Your kingdom is very beautiful, my darling. I think I would enjoy the sight of food more. I'm starved.
Ah, forgive me, my prince. I was so interested in showing you the beauty of my palace, I had forgotten about food. Come to the dining room. Oh, cook! Some food.
Now, strange girl, come with me to the kitchen. You shall serve them.
Saul takes Dale to the kitchen of the palace where she joins Khan, who is helping prepare the food.
Oh, Dale, you're safe.
Yes, Captain John. And I'm glad to find you safe, too. But Flash...
Yes?
Oh, Captain John, what has caused Flash to change so?
I do not know, but he seems to be under some kind of spell. This queen is indeed a witch.
One of you two with me. Get to work.
No, I won't. I won't do anything for her.
You dare to rebel? Then take this magnetic whip.
Stop! Give me that whip or I'll break your neck.
Burn him!
Oh, Tom, they'll kill you. Tell them you'll obey.
For your sake, Dale, I surrender. I will obey.
Good. Now, girls, take this plate of food into the queen and her new prince.
Here, I will help you with the tray, Dale. One taste of this acid on the food, and all of Yuri's magic won't save her. There. Now then, can you carry it?
Yes, I shall take it in now.
Ah, here comes the food. Serve my prince first.
Says Flash?
Oh, you clumsy fool.
Oh, don't you love me anymore, Flash?
Love you? Well, I don't even know you, girl.
I will teach this unruly and clumsy servant girl obedience. Guards, give her the whip.
What will happen to Dale Arden, held in the clutches of the cruel witch queen Azura? See for yourself in full-colored pictures the terrifying situation that faces our friend. You will find these pictures in next Sunday's Comic Weekly, which is distributed with your Hearst Sunday newspaper. And besides Flash Gordon, you will find all the other friends waiting to entertain you. Bringing Up Father, The Little King, Barney Google, Good Old Skippy, Jungle Jim, Polly and her pals, the Katzenjammer Kids, Trips and Casper, Way Out West, Tilly the Toiler, Mickey Mouse, and many others. Be sure you get the big, full-colored Comic Weekly with your Hearst newspaper next Sunday. And don't forget our date next week at this same time for another chapter in the amazing interplanetary adventures of Flash Gordon.
Well, that episode had pretty much everything in it. We had Flash versus Lizard Men. We've got a now brainwashed Flash who's working the wrong side against his own friends who he doesn't remember. I don't know about you, but I'm not ready to stop yet. So let's see what happens next.
Presenting the amazing interplanetary adventures of Flash Gordon. These thrilling adventures come to you as they are pictured each Sunday in the Comic Weekly, the world's greatest pictorial supplement of humor and adventure. The Big Comic Weekly, each page printed in full colors, is distributed everywhere as an integral part of your Hearst Sunday newspaper. Last week, you may remember, Flash and Dale and Khan, captain of the Hawkmen, flew in a rocket ship to the yawning mouth of Kira, the wild and forbidding cave world. While they were escaping from a fierce band of lizard men who attacked them during a scouting expedition, they were seen by Tall, the chief magician of the Blue Magic Men. Tall hurried with the news to his beautiful queen, Azura, who, attracted by Flash's blonde hair and wonderful physique, decided to get acquainted with him. By means of magic sleep gas, Azura captured the three friends. Then she gave Flash lithium, the drug of forgetfulness, so that he could not remember who he was or what had happened. And then Azura caused Flash to fall in love with her. At first, Dale and Khan misunderstood Flash's failure to recognize them. Later, they realized it must be some of Azura's magic and attempted to poison her. But the plot failed when the Queen ordered Dale to serve Flash first. To save her sweetheart, Dale dropped the tray, spilling the poisoned food. And Azura, furious at the apparent clumsiness, ordered her punished. Now we continue the story. Back in the kingdom of the Hawkmen, King Voltan and Dr. Zarkov are talking together.
Prince Zarkov, the palace seems empty since that pretty little bird flew away with Flash Gordon.
Yes, Vultan, it does. I miss Flash and Dale also. But I suppose we shall never hear from them again.
Not until he has conquered his kingdom of the caves and put it in running order.
With Captain Khan to help him, that should not take long. He is an excellent soldier.
Yes, I should hate to lose him. How are your newest inventions coming along, by the way, Zarkov?
Splendidly, splendidly. I cannot thank you enough for the wonderful apparatus and laboratory you have turned over to me. It is an inventor's paradise. Yes, that's what it is, an inventor's paradise.
Well, what is the latest creation of your great brain?
It is a... I beg your pardon, Vultan, but I dare not speak of it until I have tested it thoroughly. There must be no mistake, no flaw, when I give it to the kingdom.
Oh, of course, of course. I like your passion for being precise, Zarkov.
Someone is trying to get you on the space phone.
Answer it, Zarkov.
At once, Vultan. This is Zarkov speaking. What? Where?
Who is it, Zarkov?
One of Khan's lieutenants. I can't hear you. You what? Hold on. King Flash and Dale and Khan are captured by Azura, queen of the Blue Magic Men. The lieutenant wants help.
Tell him aid shall be sent at once. Find out his exact position.
Huldan says he will send aid at once. What is your exact position?
Tell him you will be in charge of the men.
Yes? Yes? I have just been told I am to be in charge of the relief expedition. I shall start
Within the hour.
within the hour.
In the kitchens of the Palace of Azura, Queen of the Blue Magic Men, we find Dale and Khan.
Come on now, move along fast to that.
Cheer up, Princess Dale.
After that.
I can't be cheerful the way things are, Captain Khan. If only Azura hadn't asked me to serve the food to Flash first.
Well, she did, so there's nothing to be done about it. It wasn't your fault, Princess. It was the fate of the gods.
I'm glad you feel that way about it, Khan.
We must figure out a way to foil her magical power.
Stop your whispering. Stir that soup.
At once, guard.
Carry that over here. Come on now. Hold on fast.
I don't see how I can help you to foil the Queen. She's had me chained to the stoves as punishment. Now I can't even see Flash anymore.
Yes, you can, Princess.
How?
The chain on your manacles will permit you to walk to the end of the galley stove there. From that point, you can look out the grilled window into the garden. No doubt Flash will sometimes walk by.
With the Queen.
Yes, I'm afraid Azura will be with him. She seems to have claimed him as her own personal property.
Khan,
Yes, Princess?
you don't think that Flash has really fallen in love with her?
By my sword, I swear King Flash is bewitched. He doesn't know where he is or what he's doing. I know he wasn't pretending when he failed to recognize me.
What makes you so sure?
His eyes had a dull and glassy look.
Why, yes. I remember. I saw that, too. When he looked at me, it was as though he looked through me instead of at me.
If only I could reach my men. If there are any left. I don't know what happened after Azura broke that gas bomb in our faces.
Captain Khan,
Yes?
if you obey all the guards' orders, they may put you on parole or something. That may give you the freedom of the palace.
An excellent idea. Excellent. Thank you, Princess. Thank you. I will be the most obedient slave in the kitchen and see if that will earn me some privileges.
I will obey, too. Oh, Captain Khan, we must do something to save Flash from that wicked woman.
Do not worry, Princess. We will find a way somehow.
Here, you. Carry that kettle over to the table.
Certainly, guard. Let me take this one also.
Huh?
Meanwhile, roaring through space in a fleet of rocket ships with Prince Zarkov in command, an army of hawkmen are hurrying on their way to aid our friends. Suddenly, there looms up in front of them a whole squadron of cloudmen with huge, billowing cloaks. Joining hands in spreading the cloaks, the cloudmen form an opaque and impenetrable wall before the rocket ships. The hawkmen try to maneuver above them, but they rise at the same speed. Then the hawkmen try to fly below them, but they drop like lightning and present their solid barrier. Wheeling the fleet around, Zarkov signals for the dissolvo guns mounted on the nose of each rocket ship to start firing. Shot after shot is fired at the white billows until the path of the hawkmen has been cleared. Then Zarkov signals for double speed ahead to make up for lost time. At the same time, in the Palace of Azura, Flash is entertained by the Queen.
That gold armor isn't worthy of you, my prince. I must see to it that my armor makes something more fitting.
My beautiful Azura, the armor is but a symbol of your service. Even if it were made of the most precious and rare metals to be obtained and studded with jewels, my loyalty to you and your cause could not be greater.
You do love me, don't you, Flash?
I know of no one in the past, present, or even the future for whom I have felt such a deep love, my gorgeous queen.
No one, my handsome prince?
No one. It is you and you alone I love.
It is sweet, very sweet to hear you speak those words. As long as you do and mean them, I will reward you well.
To be with you, to be allowed to serve and love you is all the reward I desire, my darling.
I shall have to think of some special privilege for that pretty speech.
Then let me kiss your hand.
Here, my prince.
Fair hand, so delicate, so shapely. Ah, how many men have lost their hearts and heads trying to gain you.
flatterer.
I only speak from my own reactions, Azura. I know that I should be willing to risk everything to win you for myself.
We shall see. We shall see. Flash, I must give some orders to the servants. Go out into the garden and wait for me. I will join you presently.
Your slightest wish is a command, my beautiful one.
Flash! Flash!
Eh? Who's calling me?
It's Dale. Dale Arden.
Oh, there you are. I see you now. There in that grilled window. What are you doing there, girl?
I'm a prisoner here, Flash. Ever since I dropped that tray of food.
Oh, yes. I wondered where I'd seen you. You tripped, and Azura ordered you punished.
He has had me chained to the galley stove. My chain just reaches to this window. Are you all right, Flash?
Am I all right? Of course I am. Why shouldn't I be? Did you think Azura had punished me for something, too?
No. I just wanted to know how you are.
Well, that's very kind of you, girl. And since you have taken such an interest in my welfare, I'll take an interest in yours.
How can you?
You're too young and pretty to be made a prisoner in the kitchen. I'll ask Azura to free you.
Oh, no, you mustn't.
Mustn't? Who says so? I shall ask Azura at once.
Oh, no, Flash. You mustn't.
On and on roar the rocket ships of the Hawkmen into the yawning mouth of Kira, through the caverns of the cliff dwellers, through the caves of living, man-eating plants. And finally they come into the enormous transparent cave where the handfuls of survivors from Khan's squadron are waiting. The fleet lands and Prince Zarkov is the first to get out. The lieutenant who called for aid on the space phone comes up to him.
Well, what is the latest news, Lieutenant?
We were afraid something had happened to you, Prince Zarkov.
We were delayed in a skirmish with the Cloudmen. What is the latest report on the fate of my friends?
We don't know what happened to them. After the Blue Magic Men captured King Flash and Princess Dale and our captain, they blasted the tunnel leading to their land, killing most of our men.
Is there any chance that Flash and his companions are still alive?
Who knows? That is a land of magic.
I have brought a battery of ray cannons with us. We will blast our way to my friends.
Unaware of their impending danger, Azura and Tal confer in the palace of the Blue Magic Men.
You understand, Tal?
Oh, perfectly, Your Majesty.
There is nothing too good in my whole kingdom for my new prince.
His every wish shall be obeyed, O Queen. His slightest whim fulfilled.
I do not know what I shall do with his companions. They are a problem. I do not want them around, and yet I cannot execute them. If the lithium should wear off and Flash discovered what I had done...
Azura, where are you?
Flash. I told him I would only be a minute. The dear boy is so mad about me, he cannot bear to have me out of his sight.
Azura!
Open the door, Tall.
At once, O Queen.
Here I am, Flash.
Azura, will you do... Oh, I beg your pardon. I didn't know you were still busy.
Tal, come quickly.
I am summoned, Your Majesty. Have I your permission?
Yes, Tall. Go.
Your Majesty.
Well, Flash, were you lonely without me? Is that why you came calling for me?
Azura, you're good and kind.
This sounds like a man who has a favor to ask.
I have, my queen.
Ask it. It shall be granted.
Thank you, Azura. I knew you were kind and good. She will be so grateful.
She? Who?
The girl who tripped while serving us food the other night.
Dale. Was the favor you asked for her?
Yes. She called to me from a window of the kitchens and told me she was chained to the galley stove.
Well?
I promised to ask you to free her, and you have.
Wait. I thought the favor was for yourself, Flash, not one of my prisoners.
Well, there's nothing I need for myself, Azura, and the girl is too young and too pretty to deserve such a fate. I thought you just and kind. Do not cause me to change my mind.
You make it hard for me, Flash. I've never freed a prisoner in my life.
Your Majesty.
What does this unceremonious entrance mean, Tall? I did not send for you.
I humbly crave your pardon, Your Majesty, but I have news of the most extreme urgency.
Speak, then.
Our land is being invaded by the Hawkmen.
Hawkmen? We must go forth to war. The army must be called out. I will press the signal.
to lead your men into battle, O Queen?
Of course. I must appoint someone to head the army. Will you lead our men into battle, Flash?
Your Majesty.
Serving as your commander-in-chief would be a pleasure, my queen.
Her Majesty puts this stranger over me. Let her beware.
What will happen when Flash leads Queen Azura's magic men against the gallant Hawkmen? Follow the adventures of Flash Gordon in next Sunday's Comic Weekly, the world's greatest collection of humor and adventure. You will find it with your Hearst Sunday newspaper. See for yourself in full-colored pictures Flash Gordon, Queen Azura, Hal, her chief magician, and all the other characters you have just heard. Then, of course, you'll want to see Skippy, the Captain Yammer Kids, Jungle Jim, bringing up Father and the Little King. You will find them waiting for you in next Sunday's Comic Weekly, the only Comic Weekly. Be sure and get the big, full-colored Comic Weekly with your Hearst newspaper next Sunday. And don't forget to listen again next week at the same time to another chapter in the amazing interplanetary adventures of Flash Gordon.
All right, well, it sounds like somebody's a little jelly of Flash. So that little dude is going to be a problem. So we've still got Flash brainwashed and under Azura's control. We've got, which were one of my favorite things from the 80s movies, the Hawkmen, who unfortunately Flash is on his way to confront. But come on, we got to have some faith that things will turn around. Flash will come to his senses. He did still manage to save Dale, which must have been burning Azura's ass, because here she was thinking, Flash wanted something for him, and that the favor was for her of all people. Oh, yeah, that's going to burn her ass. But I know we've been doing 3 episodes. I'm not ready to stop. I really want to see what happens next. I don't pre-watch these or listen. I'm experiencing them with you guys, so I want to keep going. So let's get into the next episode. What are we waiting for? Let's blast off to Mongo.
Presenting the amazing interplanetary adventures of Flash Gordon. Last week, you remember, King Voltan received a call from one of Khan's lieutenants, telling him of the plight of Flash, Dale, and Khan, and asking for help. Dr. Zarkov was at once dispatched with an army and some ray cannon to the rescue of our 3 friends. In the meantime, Dale and Khan planned to obey all orders so they might get the freedom of the palace and hoped to be able to free Flash from the clutches of Queen Azura. For a brief moment, Dale talked with Flash, who, although he didn't recognize her, pitied the beautiful girl chained to the kitchen stoves and promised to ask the Queen to free her. Before he could gain Azura's consent, Carl interrupted the conference with the news that the land was being invaded by the Hawkmen. Azura called out the army and asked Flash to be commander-in-chief. This angered Tall, who wanted that distinguished place for himself. These thrilling adventures come to you as they are pictured each Sunday in the Comic Weekly, the world's greatest pictorial supplement of humor and adventure. The Big Comic Weekly, each page printed in full colors, is distributed everywhere as an integral part of your Hearst Sunday newspaper. Now we continue the story. Summoned by Azura, legion after legion of blue magic men fall into formation. Flash prepares to assume his new duties as commander-in-chief.
Azura, how large is your army?
I do not know exactly.
Then the first thing to be done is to review the regiment. I must know what strength of armed men I have at my disposal.
Very well. Come under this balcony, Flash. From here you will have a good view of the parade ground.
Azura, I wish to have your army...
Our army, my prince.
our army pass in review. Will you give the order, please?
When I asked you to become commander-in-chief, I gave you full command of the armed forces.
Thank you. Carl,
Sire,
send word for formation past this balcony.
as you command, sire.
Serving as your commander-in-chief is a pleasure, Azura, but it is also a great responsibility.
Not too great for you, my noble prince.
I shall do all in my power to prove worthy of your faith.
There goes the call to review. See, the First Legion is wheeling and starting this way.
What a splendid army. We ought to defeat these hawkmen, whoever they are.
Here comes the finest of them all, the advance guard.
And those coming next, what are they?
The light magic artillery.
But what are those tremendous objects being pulled by the next legion?
Those are the combustion ray machines.
Combustion ray machines? What are they for?
Wait until you get into action. Your officers will tell you.
You're not only a queen of magic, my beautiful one, but you're also a queen of suspense. What legion is this?
The sleep gas legion.
Sleep gas. That sounds like a most formidable weapon.
And here comes the stone formation legion.
And the ones with the cloaks?
The invisibility legion.
And those?
The camouflage legion.
Who are the ones with the long hair?
The animal legion.
And those men with the peculiar shields?
The transparent wall legion.
And those machines coming now?
The dissolvo gun legion.
And still they come. Legion after legion. I've never seen such an army.
Have you seen enough, sire? Only about half of our regiment have gone by.
If this is only half of the army, Charles, I pity these hawkmen when I start the attack.
While Flash is looking over his army, Prince Zarkov is in conference with Mar, one of the Hawkmen's officers.
We must find out if Flash and Dale and Khan are still alive before we make any rash attacks, Mar.
You are quite right, Commander Zarkov.
Turn on your spacograph and let us see what we can see.
Look, Commander. There's a large rock. It must be the rock which is blocking the entrance of the cave, through which Flash, Dale, and Captain Khan disappeared.
We cannot see beyond it. There is only one thing to be done. Blast it out of our way.
Shall I order the battery of ray cannon into position?
At once.
Swing the battery of ray cannon into position. Aim for the rock.
I hope we are not too late to save them.
Oh, I hope not, too. Captain Khan is too good an officer and friend to lose.
Ready with the range?
They have found the range, Commander.
You may fire.
Fire! Look, the rock is splitting.
That's got it. The rock is destroyed. Come, Ma. Let us try the spacograph again.
Nothing but haze. The country is well named, Blue Magic Land.
Spoiled by that witch queen. Mar, there is only one thing left now.
And what is that, Commander?
Call for a volunteer to go into the territory of the Blue Magic Men and find out the information we wish.
Of course. A spy. Commander, I myself will go.
No, we cannot spare you, Mar. Send one of the privates.
No, Commander. I will not ask any of my men to do what I would not do myself.
You are a brave man and a fine officer. I shall speak to King Vultan about promoting you when I return to his palace.
Thank you, Commander.
Azura has thrown up a protective and impenetrable fog against our spacograph. But we may be able to beat her yet.
And how do you propose to do that, Commander?
It is simple. Mar, you will disguise yourself as a peddler and gain entrance to the Queen's palace.
Well, how?
Say that you wish to enter her service. Inside your peddler's pack, you will have a portable space phone.
Oh, Commander, you have my utmost admiration. It is the plan of a genius, a super strategist.
When you have found out the information we seek, establish contact with me here, and I shall proceed on your report.
Very good, Commander. When shall I start on my mission?
At once.
Commander, I shall give you the information or my life.
Next day, Tal is called to the gates of Azura's palace to question a peddler who has asked admittance.
Who are you?
I am a poor peddler, footsore, weary, and hungry. I seek shelter, oh noble sire.
I am tall, Chief Magician to Her Majesty, Queen Azura.
I bow before you, great Tall. Oh, mighty wizard, let me enter the service of the Queen. You will find in me a zealous neophyte.
You are a peddler. Why are you so anxious to change your profession?
I can hardly make a living. Soon I shall have to turn beggar. Let me devote my life to being of some use to the Queen.
You might be of use. What is your name?
Why,
Come.
if you accept me into your household and give me a new life, let me take on a new name also. Let my name die with my past.
Very well. I will open the gate.
Bless you, mighty Tall. Bless you.
Now, come this way. I will take you to the kitchen and give you food.
Oh, yes.
You bring some soup to this man.
At once, oh mighty wizard.
Sit down, stranger. Let me take your pack.
No.
Well, you needn't take my head off. I wasn't going to steal it. I only intended to have it put in your quarters.
I am grateful, mighty Tall. But all I own is in this bundle, and I should feel lost without it. Here is the... look out! Look! Don't spill that soup. That would be wasteful when I am so hungry.
Yes, you clumsy fool. There must be no waste of the food around here. You know what happened to the girl when she dropped her tray in front of the Queen?
I ask pardon, O mighty Tall. It was my anxiety to please that caused my hands to tremble.
See that it does not happen again, slave. Eat your fill, stranger, while I go to find out where Her Majesty wishes me to put you.
Marsh. Someone may hear you. Oh, you are safe, Captain Khan. Thanks be to Tao.
Yes. What are you doing here? How did you get here? Where are the rest of our men?
One question at a time, Captain. I was sent here by Prince Zarkov to find out what happened to you and Flash and Dale. Where are the other two?
Dale is at the other end of the kitchen, chained to the stove. And Flash...
He is not...
No, he isn't dead.
Oh.
But drugged. He doesn't recognize either Dale or me. Azura has cast a spell over him. Oh, if I were only free.
Don't curse your fate, Captain Khan. I'm here to help bring aid.
How can you? Once you get in here, they never let you out.
I don't need to get out in order to bring aid.
What? What do you mean?
In this bundle, I have a portable space phone. Over it, I'm going to report to Zarkov everything I find out.
Then hurry and send a message. Tell him we are alive and that he must come quickly. They seem to be mobilizing the army for an attack.
Well, where can I go to send it? Tao may come back any minute.
Let us go where Dale is. She can watch for Tao's return. We can put the ground wire of the space phone outside the grilled window, and there will be less interference. Come along.
Where are you two going?
The peddler feels faint in this heat. I am helping him to that window yonder where he may get a breath of air.
All right. Go ahead. Come on, you slaves. Get to work.
Oh, that was a close call, Captain.
Yes. We must work fast. Dale.
Yes, Tom? What is it? Oh,
This is Captain Ma. He has been sent by Prince Zarkov to find out about us.
Captain Ma, I'm so glad you've come. Are you going to get us out of here?
I hope so, Princess. But first I must report to Zarkov by space phone.
Dale, go over there as far as your chain will let you. Watch for Tal or the guard. I will watch from here while Mars sets up his machines.
At once. The coast is clear. Hurry!
Captain Marr calling Prince Zarkov. Captain Marr calling Prince Zarkov. Captain Marr calling Prince Zarkov. Captain Marr calling Prince Zarkov.
At the same time, Prince Zarkov, in the far-off kingdom of the Hawkmen, is trying to establish a space phone connection.
Zarkov calling Captain Marr. Zarkov calling Captain Marr.
No answer, Prince Zarkov.
No answer. He should have arrived, and we should have received a report by now.
The Blue Magic Men are marching to attack us, Prince Zarkov. Sentry has just sighted them.
Bring me my distance glasses.
Here, Prince Zarkov.
I see them. And there's Flash on horseback. They must have tied him on and are using him to bait us into attacking them. Very well, we shall call their bluff. Colonel, order the first company of Lancers to charge.
the first Lancers, the greatest flyers in the Hawkmen army, circle to a dizzy height and at a signal from their leader, fold their wings and dive for Azura's army. Down at the head of the armed blue magic men, Flash and Azura watch the diving Hawkmen.
Here come the Hawkmen, my prince.
I see them, Azora. I'm just wondering which battery I shall train on them.
I suggest you use the guns of the combustion ray machine.
What will happen if I do?
Order them used and see.
Very well.
Ho, men! Swing the combustion ray guns into action! What is the secret of the great combustion ray machine? Will the gallant Hawkmen under Professor Zarkov be able to overcome it and rescue Flash Gordon and Dale Arden? In next Sunday's Comic Weekly, which is a part of your Hearst Sunday newspaper, you will find a full-colored picture of the combustion ray machine. Also a thrilling action picture of the Hawkmen in battle formation. See if you can guess how the combustion ray machine works and what will happen to the Hawkmen. And besides Flash Gordon, you'll find all your old friends waiting to entertain you in the Comic Weekly. Full-color pictures of the merriest, funny men and bravest adventurers ever assembled in all picture magazines. Think of it, bringing up Father, the Little King, Polly and her pals, the Katzenjammer Kids, Jungle Jim, Toots and Casper, Barney Google, good old Skippy, Mickey Mouse, and many, many others. Yes, they'll all be there with new pranks and more thrilling adventures to entertain you. For the Comic Weekly is the world's biggest and best pictorial supplement of fun and adventure. So once more we suggest you get the big Comic Weekly with your Hearst newspaper next Sunday. Study the Flash Gordon pictures and see if you can guess what will happen when Professor Zarkov and his gallant Hawkmen come face to face with the combustion ray machine. Be sure to listen for the answer next week at this time when we will present another chapter in the amazing interplanetary adventures of Flash Gordon.
Well, the Hawkmen are in imminent danger. That race sounds like it's going to be a real pain in the ass. Now, I kind of want to see what happens next, so we're going to dive right back in. I'm really enjoying this, and I appreciate everybody hanging out and watching this. It's fun to be able to kind of experience it for the first time with others. So let's dive back in.
Presenting the amazing interplanetary adventures of Flash Gordon. Last week, you remember, Flash Gordon reviewed the legions of the Blue Magic Men under his command, and Prince Zarkov blasted the rock which sealed the entrance to the Blue Magic Land and discovered that his spacograph was of no use in learning what happened to Flash and Dale and Khan. He sent a spy named Mar, equipped with a portable space phone, to obtain the information. Mar gained entrance to the palace of Queen Azura and contacted Khan and Dale, and they informed him of Flash's peculiar behavior. At the same time, Zarkov tries to call Mar the spy by space phone, but neither was able to contact the other. At that moment, the army of Blue Magic Men attacked the Hawkmen, and Zarkov ordered his soldiers into battle. These thrilling adventures come to you as they are pictured each Sunday in the Comic Weekly, the world's greatest pictorial supplement of humor and adventure. The Big Comic Weekly, each page printed in full colors, is distributed everywhere as an integral part of your Hearst Sunday newspaper. And now we continue the story. Flash and Queen Azura watch the Hawkmen as they dive toward the army of the Blue Magic Men.
Here come the Hawkmen, my prince.
I see them, Azora. I'm just wondering which battery I shall train on them.
I suggest you use the guns of the combustion ray machine.
What will happen if I do?
Order them used and see.
Very well.
Ho, men! Swing the combustion ray guns into action.
Take position. Ray guns are ready. Fire.
Ready? Then fire.
You may fire.
Now you see, my prince, what the combustion ray machines do.
They cough out flaming death.
Yes, those sputtering hawkmen can't survive such devastating heat. Look, they're already dropping to the ground like moths with singed wings.
You're right, my queen. Hold, Paul. Let them have it again.
Enemy are dropping like flies, sire, under your attack.
Good work, my prince.
Those men creatures will be easily subdued when we can bring them down to earth, Azura.
Be careful you don't kill them all, Flash. Remember, I'm always able to use a few more slaves.
My beautiful Azura, I shall conquer these gnat-like intruders and turn them over to you to do with as you will.
How brave and strong you are, my prince.
I'm not doing this as proof of my strength or my bravery, Azura. I'm doing it as proof of my devotion.
Ah, you do love me, then.
You do not already realize that, my gorgeous queen. You will when this battle is ended. You will see. Death for the invaders!
Fire again! Fire again!
In the meantime, on the other side of the flaming barrage, Zarkov holds an anxious conference with one of the officers of the remaining Hawkmen.
Signal your men to retreat, Captain. There is nothing to be gained by flying into their fire.
Very well, Prince Zarkov.
Bugler, sound retreat.
What are we to do now, Prince Zarkov?
I do not know yet. What can have happened to Flash? We tried to rescue him, and he seems to give the orders that mow our men down.
Yes, I could swear I saw him raise his arm and give the signal that brought this sea of flame pouring on us, Prince Zarkov.
Can he be... Oh, no.
Can he be what, Your Highness?
I dare not even whisper the thought, Captain. I must know. I must be sure before I breathe a word of my suspicion.
If I may suggest, Your Highness, something must be done about our own safety. These flames are sweeping this way. Soon they'll engulf all of us.
The flames? Oh, yes. Lead the men into that tunnel yonder.
That tunnel? But, Prince Zarkov, there's no way in which to throw up a barricade to close out the flames.
Leave that to me. Order those turbine thermostats rolled just inside the tunnel entrance.
But they will not completely close the opening, Your Highness. Oh, if we only had some stone.
What? Stones to let them become heated and roast us all? Do as I say. I will keep the heat out. You will never feel those flames. I have a way to fight them until they die out.
May I ask you how, Your Highness?
Are you so stupid that I must draw a blueprint of my plan of defense? Oh, very well then, if I must give you every detail. Into those turbine thermostats I will put this chemical powder, made from a secret formula of my own invention. When we are all inside, I shall turn on the turbine thermostats and block the tunnel entrance with a wall of solid ice.
While the battle rages, let us go back to the palace of Azura. There we find Dale and Khan and the spy, Mar.
Try him again, Mar.
Calling Prince Zarkov. Captain Mar, calling Prince Zarkov.
Tom, Ma, look out! The guard!
Disconnect, Mar. Here comes the guard. What should we do? Throw yourself across the space phone so your cloak hides it. That's it. Play up to whatever I say.
What's going on here?
The traveler felt faint. I brought him over to this grilled window for some air. It isn't everyone who can stand this intense heat, guard. They all can't be as strong as we are.
Weakling. But I thought I heard an odd sound and a voice calling out.
You did.
Oh, come.
What was the meaning of it?
In this man's country, they worship a different god from yours or mine.
Well?
In his hour of distress, the traveler was summoning the highest aid he could call upon.
Oh, of course. Who doesn't? But that buzzing noise, what caused that?
The buzzing noise?
Yes, the buzzing noise.
Oh, that.
Yes, that.
I didn't think you'd heard that over where you were.
I can well believe that.
Oh, Dale, take the guard over there and turn him with his back to me. I'll make the noise again, and I'll show him what made it. I'll wager he'll be surprised.
Yes, Con. Yes, of course. Come over here, guard.
No tricks now, or you'll taste my electric whip.
Mar, turn on the space phone. Stop when I tell you. Then when I nudge you, turn it on again.
Very well, Con.
Now. Well, guard, was that what you heard?
Yes, what caused it?
Well, look. In assisting the traveler, my manacle touched the stove. Like this.
By the gods! Watch out from now on, slave. You may accidentally get electrocuted before we can do it ourselves.
That was quick thinking, Captain Khan.
Oh, Khan, you are wonderful to get out of that situation. I thought you took an awful risk in admitting the guard heard a noise.
To have denied it would have been foolhardy. If you're going to deceive someone, stay as closely to the truth as you can.
Thanks, I'll remember that.
But there's one situation I can't handle so easily. The one we're in. This space phone isn't going to work. How are we going to get word to Zarkov?
I've got that all taken care of, Captain Khan.
You have?
Well, how will you do it?
I myself shall take the information to him.
Oh, my.
You'll never get to Zarkov alive. They won't let you out.
Oh, yes, they will. Who let me in here?
Tal, the chief magician.
Well,
You mean Tal will let you out? But Tal's not here. He's away with the army.
he is? Then that makes things all the easier.
Careful, Mars. These men are devils. They have powers and methods never seen before.
Do not fear, Princess. Tall was the only one I spoke to about getting in here. I saw to it that we had a private conference.
So?
So nobody will doubt my word when I say that I was to join Tall after I'd rested.
It may work. It may.
It may. Oh, it will. It must.
Mars,
Yes, Princess.
see that no harm comes to Flash. If Dr. Zarkov should capture him, he may not understand why Flash acts as he does.
I understand, Princess. I shall explain everything to Zarkov.
And if you should be captured by the Blue Magic Men, find out what hold the Witch Queen has over Flash and try to break the spell.
If that is to be my fate, Princess, you may rest assured I will carry out your mission.
When are you planning on leaving, Ma?
Well, if I try to leave now, it might be difficult.
Yes.
I shall wait and take my departure tonight.
Leaving our friends for the moment, let us return to the tunnel where Prince Zarkov and his Hawkmen have withdrawn to escape the terrific heat of the combustion ray machines. As the Hawkmen fled into the tunnel, Flash and his officers pursue them, only to be brought up short at the entrance by a wall of solid ice, which Zarkov had miraculously formed with his secret chemical formula. While Flash and his companions reconnoiter outside the entrance to the tunnel, Tal and Azura remain behind the lines.
Of course, if your majesty knows best, but is my advice for us...
I am not asking your advice, Tall.
Oh, of that I am well aware, your majesty. But must I take the liberties of an old and faithful retainer? Mighty queen, do not let your personal feelings entrap you.
My personal feelings? What do you mean?
Your majesty has taken a fancy to this young unknown...
Tall.
Oh, I mean no offense, your majesty. As a consort and companion, the youth is without criticism. But is he the best thing for our fair land?
You mean, will he make a good king?
If your majesty thinks of him in terms of king, I mean, will he make a good king?
I am very sure he will make a good king, Tall.
Your majesty was also sure of Locke and Gome.
Those two.
How can you be sure of one who is not even sure of himself?
Flash has protected his love for me day after day. Why, even when the attack began, you heard him say he was repelling it, not to show his bravery or his strength, but to prove his devotion to me.
I was not speaking of his personal assurances, your majesty.
Well, of what then?
Of his ability to handle the legions at his disposal. When the attack began, did he not confess himself to be in a quandary as to which battery he should train on them?
A careful general always surveys his position.
But he makes up his own mind. Your new commander-in-chief relied on your advice, your majesty.
And wasn't it good advice?
Oh, there is no better judgment in our fair land, your majesty.
Then what is your point, Tall? What is it you are trying to say?
Why have a figurehead in charge of our legions?
Figurehead?
You can't have a commander who can handle situations as they arise. Why don't you take charge yourself?
Ah, I see it now. You want me to demote Flash and appoint you in his place.
If your majesty feels that perhaps an older and more experienced man, and especially one of our own people, could serve better, why, I should be delighted to accept the honor, your majesty.
There is some reason for this diplomatic move on your part. What is it? Are the men rebellious because I appointed Flash instead of one of their own number?
I am no bearer of gossip, your majesty. What others may think is their own business. If they wish to let you know their feelings, they have ways and means to do it. I speak only in your own interest and with the liberty of your major domo.
I do not doubt your word, Paul, but I think you speak one word for me and two for yourself. You honestly think Flash is incapable of making decisions for himself?
I do, Your Majesty, I do. You have a chance to witness that for yourself. Our enemy has taken refuge in a tunnel and blockaded themselves with a wall of ice. Your commander has gone to look over the situation.
When you would have...
Charged with full forces and gone in after the enemy.
I see.
Your Majesty, I am not trying to go behind your commander's back unfairly, no. I have given you my plan of action. Here he comes now. Hear what he has to say and choose for yourself which ought to be at the head of the Blue Magic Army.
Well, my prince, what have you to report?
My beautiful queen, we found the enemy barricaded behind a wall of solid ice. There is only one thing we can do.
And that is?
Charge with full forces and go in after the enemy.
You hear, Tor? You hear what Flash proposes?
Yes, I hear, Your Majesty.
Come, Azora. Together we shall lead the charge. All men, for the attack. Follow me!
See these amazing characters in full-color pictures next Sunday in the Comic Weekly, which is an integral part of your Hearst Sunday newspaper. Here is some news for you. Next Sunday, the famous full-page Comic Weekly will replace the tabloid with better and larger pictures and more easily read captions. What a treat is in store for you next Sunday with Skippy bringing up Father, the Little King, Barney Google, and all those other funny fellows just twice as large. You have enjoyed them in the tabloid size. How much better you will like them in the full-page Comic Weekly. Be sure to get the new full-page Comic Weekly with your Hearst Sunday newspaper next Sunday and enjoy a half hour's good, clean fun with the foremost merrymakers in the world of pictures. And don't forget our date next week at this same time for another thrilling chapter in the amazing interplanetary adventures of Flash Gordon.
All right, they got me hooked. I want to see what's going to happen next. I'm enjoying this. Bringing back some flashbacks to the old animated movies I used to see them at. I remember this when I was a kid. And, yeah, the Lizard Men bring that back. And then, definitely get some flashes from the Hawkmen from the great 80s film with the most incredible soundtrack by Queen. Well, speaking of Queens and Flash Gordon, let's see what's going on. And then we'll wrap it after this next one for now.
Presenting the amazing interplanetary adventures of Flash Gordon. Last week, Flash Gordon, at Queen Azura's suggestion, turned the combustion ray guns on the advance guard of the attacking Hawkmen and brought them to the ground in flames. Ordering his men to retreat, Dr. Zarkov led the way to a nearby tunnel where he shut out the flames with a wall of chemical ice. Back at the palace with Dale and Khan, Mar, the spy, decided on his daring attempt to find Dr. Zarkov and deliver his report, while Flash and his officers were reconnoitering outside the entrance to the tunnel in which Zarkov and his Hawkmen are barricaded. Saul tried to persuade Queen Azura that Flash was not capable enough to be commander-in-chief. At that moment, Flash rode up, and Saul urged Azura to listen to what he proposed and then choose which man was better qualified to head the army. Without hesitation, Flash declared that the only thing to do was charge and gave the order himself. These thrilling adventures come to you as they are pictured each Sunday in the big full-page Comic Weekly. the world's greatest pictorial supplement of humor and adventure. The full-page comic weekly, each page printed in full colors, is distributed everywhere as an integral part of your Hearst Sunday newspaper. We now continue the story. With shouts and confusion, the Blue Magic Army charges to attack the barricaded Hawkmen. Suddenly, Paul, furious at being displaced as general by Flash, draws a bead on his back and pulls the trigger.
Flash!
Flash's horse stumbles and pitches forward dead. Flash is hurled to the ground.
Halt! Stop charging!
Azura gives the order to stop the charge and makes her way to Flash's side.
Flash, my prince, are you hurt? Oh, speak to me, my glorious one. Flash. Here, take his helmet, someone. Open your eyes, my beloved prince.
Where am I? Dale.
Quick, you. Give him some stimulant from the flask. That's it.
Hi. Azura. My beautiful one. What happened?
Oh, you're all right. But no thanks to Tarl here.
Your Majesty, what?
You shot at Flash's back.
Oh, no.
I saw you. It's lucky your hand wasn't steady. But for making an attempt on Flash's life, you shall die. By my sword.
No, Your Majesty. I beg of you.
Wait, don't kill him, Azura.
He deserves to die. His was an act of greatest treachery.
No, it was an accident. I swear it, Queen Azura. It was an accident.
Let him go, Azura. I'll take his word for it. It's growing dark and we can't afford a moment's delay.
Very well. Paul, get behind the lines and thank your prince's generosity that you live.
Thank you, sire. Thank you, gracious Queen.
And now for a fresh mount. My horse is dead.
Take my horse, Flash.
Very well.
Wait. It's growing darker with each second. It will be better to camp here for the night and attack at daylight.
But the Hawkmen may escape during the night, Azura.
Not if we keep the combustion ray guns trained on them.
True, Azura. All men, lay siege to the tunnel with the combustion ray guns. Start the barrage of combustion rays as soon as the range can be found. And tomorrow morning, my queen, but come, I will tell you of my plan.
I hope they aren't all military ones, my prince.
That night, back in Azura's palace, the chief cook closes the kitchen until the morning shift will come on, and Dale and Khan march out with the other slaves.
I'm worried, Khan.
Nothing to worry about, Princess.
Mar is taking an awful risk. He'll never be able to find his way through the enemy lines to Dr. Zarkov.
Leave it to Mar. He was clever enough to get himself into the palace. He'll get back to Zarkov somehow.
Halt! Slaves, to your quarters.
Khan,
Yes?
do you really think Mar will get to Zarkov in time to warn him?
Of course.
I heard one of the guards say their army had the Hawkmen bottled up in a tunnel someplace.
If that is so, Princess, Zarkov can't be very far from here. It ought to be easy for Mar to see the lights of the campfires and so make his way straight to the lines.
Oh, I hope he gets there in time.
So do I.
Zarkov may not know why Flash is at the head of the Blue Magic Men. He may think he's a traitor and shoot him down on sight.
True, Princess, but on the other hand, Flash, not recognizing Zarkov as his friend, may kill him.
Oh, no, Khan. Mar must get through those lines. If he doesn't, something terrible would happen. I know it.
Don't worry, Princess. I know Mar to be a fine officer and a brave soldier. He'll get words with the Zarkov, or die in the attempt.
Oh, don't say that, Khan. It makes you grow cold all over.
I'm sorry, Princess. I only wish to convey to you how hard Mar will try to carry out his mission.
If Mar gets to Zarkov and tells him about Flash, the great scientist may be able to get him out of the wicked queen's power.
That's what I'm hoping, Princess. I'm only a rough soldier. I know nothing of drugs and chemicals. We need Zarkov and his great knowledge. I'm sure he could help us.
Khan,
Yes?
it's odd how long the effect of that drug has lasted on Flash. Don't you think so?
Yes, I do. At first I thought it might be put in his food, but I watched every morsel of that prepared. It's taken from the same pans and kettles as Azura's, and nothing happens to it in the kitchen.
Perhaps Azura gives it to him.
Most likely. Well, she has a splendid opportunity to renew the drug now, out on the field of battle.
If she needs to renew it.
Why, what do you mean, Princess?
Tom, sometimes I wonder if Flash is under the spell of the Queen's magic drug, or under the spell of the Queen herself. She is a beautiful and attractive woman.
You mean that Flash is pretending he doesn't know us? That his mind is perfectly clear?
Yes.
Oh, no, Princess. Flash Gordon is not capable of such deceit.
I hope you're right, Tom. I've tried and tried to believe my thoughts are just my own imagination. The Flash really and truly was under some strange drug. But the effect has been so lasting, I'm beginning to doubt he's in love with me.
You must never think that, Princess. I don't blame you for having such thoughts. This whole thing must be terribly hard on you. You've been brave and loyal so far. You must not weaken now. Promise me you won't weaken, Princess.
Thank you for your encouragement, Con. I have been foolish to doubt Flash. I won't doubt any more, I promise.
Good. Look, here comes Mara.
He must be ready to start.
I've come to say goodbye, friends.
You're leaving now?
Yes, for the servants' gate. Will you see that the coast is clear while I slip out?
Certainly.
Then let us hurry. A soldier just come in from the battlefront. He says the Blue Magic Army has besieged the Hawkmen in the tunnel, 10 miles from here.
What did I tell you, Con? That guard was right. They have Dr. Zarkov bottled up.
The Queen's army is in camp for the night and will attack in the daylight. I must get through and warn Zarkov.
Don't forget to explain to them about Flash.
No, I won't, Princess.
Here comes the guard. Step back into the shadows, Mara.
Who's there?
We're getting a breath of air before going to our quarters.
Very well. Don't delay too long.
All right, Mara. You can come out.
Thank goodness you were with me. Well, from here on, I'm on my own. Goodbye, Princess.
Goodbye, Ma, and good luck.
Thank you.
Success to you, Comrade Mara.
Now, be of good cheer, both of you. Zarkov shall soon be here.
Goodbye.
Good luck.
Oh, who goes there? The stranger. Where are you going?
To join Tall. He ordered me to join him as soon as I rested.
Then why are you sneaking out the back way? Why don't you leave by the main gate?
I'm not sneaking. Besides, this gate will save me many steps.
You're not going out this way, stranger. Go back into the courtyard.
You will regret this act, guard, when Tall hears of it.
That may be so, but I'll chance it. My orders are to allow no one to leave by this gate.
Is that so?
Drop that sword.
Make me drop it.
Oh.
Just as the dawn breaks in the east, the Blue Magic Army rouses from its camp and prepares to attack the Hawkmen.
Zora!
Yes, my prince.
Sun is rising. We must start the attack.
I am ready, my prince.
Good. I'll give the orders to charge.
Wait. Let us drink a toast before we enter battle. Here, my prince, to victory.
To victory and you.
Prettily said, my prince.
And now, let us charge the enemy and capture them.
My impetuous hero. You would think you were out hunting. Flash, you are attacking a fierce and warlike army, the dreaded Hawkmen.
I've never heard of them. They mean nothing to me.
You are sure of that?
Certainly. Why do you ask?
I wondered.
That devil Tal. He's been saying things against me. He's told you that because I'm a stranger in your land, I'm not to be trusted.
Well, he has intimated that, I admit.
He's a jealous fool. I know he's angry because you appointed me instead of him, but I didn't think you'd lose faith in me, Azora.
Lose faith in you?
I see it now. You had me delay until morning so that you might decide whether to trust me to lead the charge. And even now you can't make up your mind. Very well. I'll make it easier for you.
What are you going to do?
Azora, I hand you my sword and my resignation as Commander-in-Chief of your army. There.
Flash, wait.
Well?
Oh, my impulsive prince, you misunderstand. It wasn't because I have lost faith in you that I asked that question. Another reason prompted me. But never mind that. To show you my faith in you is not shaken, here is your sword again. You are still my commander-in-chief.
Azora, you humble me. I deeply appreciate your competence. Forgive my action of a moment ago. I accept my command again. And I'll fight twice as hard in your behalf.
I am sure you will, Flash.
And now, my queen, to prove my words with action, I'll give those orders to charge.
Wait. I have something for you.
What?
Slave, bring it here.
What is that?
A torpedo. When you get close enough to the Hawkmen, throw it into their midst.
But I thought you didn't want to kill them.
The torpedo does not kill, but when it explodes, its fumes will turn the Hawkmen into icy statues.
Wonderful. Ah, my beautiful queen, how can anyone hope to fight against you? I go to conquer in your name. Home in to the attack. Follow me.
inside the tunnel, Zarkov and his men wonder at the sudden stopping of the combustion ray bombardment, which has been going on all night.
The bombardment has stopped. That is very strange.
Perhaps the Führer has given up, Prince Zarkov.
No, more likely it means an attack.
Look, Commander. Someone is running up to the entrance. Alone.
What is this? Some kind of trick?
It may be. Look, there comes the enemy.
They are shooting at our visitor.
Yes.
See the little clouds of dust rising from the ground behind him.
Commander, it's Captain Marr.
Marr! Quickly, cut a hole in the ice. Get him inside.
Yes.
Hurry, men, hurry. He will be killed if you do not get him inside. Ah, that's it. The hole is big enough to talk through now. Marr!
Zarkov, the enemy.
Hurry, men. Get that ice broken through. What have you to report, Marr?
Zarkov, the enemy are right behind me. I had hoped to get into here in time to warn you.
Pull him inside, men.
Commander Flash Gordon is...
He's hit. Pull him inside. Flash Gordon is what? Marr! Marr! Speak, man! Marr!
They've killed him, Commander. Marr is dead.
Dead. Just as he was going to reveal something about Flash. Poor fellow. Faithful to the end.
Here comes Flash Gordon now, riding ahead of the Blue Magic Army.
Ahead of the enemy?
Yes.
Can he have deserted? Are they after him, too? Stand aside. Let me be the first to welcome Flash to our ranks. Flash Gordon! Flash, my friend!
Look out, Commander. He's throwing a bomb.
What will happen to Dr. Zarkov and the gallant Hawkmen when the freezing fumes of the bomb turn them into living icicles? Follow these thrilling adventures in full-color action pictures next Sunday in the Comic Weekly, which is an integral part of your Hearst Sunday newspaper. The Comic Weekly, as you know, is now printed in full-page size, not tabloid. No change in the features, but bigger and better pictures and more easily read captions. All your favorites will be there, bringing up Father, Skippy, Fritz and Casper, the Little King, Barney Google, the Katzenjammer Kids, and many, many others. What a treat is in store for you next Sunday in the big, full-page, full-color Comic Weekly. So be sure you get the Comic Weekly next Sunday with your Hearst Sunday newspaper and enjoy a half hour's good, clean fun with the foremost merrymakers in the world of pictures. And don't forget to tune in next week at the same time and learn what happened to Dr. Zarkov and the gallant Hawkmen in the next chapter of the amazing interplanetary adventures of Flash Gordon.
All right, now I hate to leave on a cliffhanger, but we're going to wrap it up after this one. So we'll come back and we'll see the big battle when we return for the part 3. But for now, thank you for tuning in to Heroes of the Golden Age. Everybody who's tuned in live while we've been playing and listened along, and everyone who tunes in later and watches. Appreciate you all. So thanks for hanging out with me and Flash. But for now, let's leave the planet Mongo and head back to Earth. And see you next time on Heroes of the Golden Age.
They left on the pages in capes and flight, shadows of justice in the bed of age today. Rocket ships blazing through cosmic dust, ray guns flashing in a world of rust. Masked Avengers with the daring flair, saving the future like they always dare. Heroes of the golden age fight the fight, blazing bright in the neon light. Beneath the stars they light our way. Legends live in the golden age today. Time can't hold them, they're bold and true. From reels of the past to a screen near you. Golden whispers in electric glow. Watch the champions steal the show. Heroes of the golden age fight the fight, blazing bright in the neon light. Beneath the stars they light our way. Legends live in the golden age today.